There is a specific moment in the life of a chosen one that is more dangerous than the valley of the shadow of death. It is not when you are broken, or at rock bottom. It is the moment immediately following your breakthrough. There is a sacred shift that begins, often orchestrated by a higher power, that your spirit recognizes long before your eyes see the physical proof in your bank account. You know the feeling I am talking about. It is that subtle vibration in the atmosphere, a knowing that the barren ground of your past efforts is finally giving way to life. The doors that were sealed shut with heavy chains are now unlocking effortlessly. This is the quiet season when divine provision unfolds, reversing every single thing that once resisted you. But listen to me closely, because what I am about to say will determine whether this wealth stays with you for generations or vanishes like a mist in the morning sun. This blessing arrives not with a party, but with a strict instruction. Move in silence. Do not let anyone touch your divine blessing. You have spent years, perhaps decades, in the wilderness. You have cried out to the universe, to God, asking when it would be your turn. You have watched others succeed while you seem stuck in a loop of struggle, and now the tide is turning. The check is coming, the settlement is finalized, the business is scaling, the inheritance is clearing. The immediate human reaction, the one wired into our social biology, is to run and tell the village. We want to scream from the rooftops. We want to call our mother, our best friend, our partner, and say, "We made it." Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you, and strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment. But I am here to tell you to stop. Put the phone down. Seal your lips. The first test of true wealth is not how you spend it, but whether you can handle the increase without needing to broadcast it to a world that is not spiritually equipped to process your elevation. Before we go any further, I need you to understand that this video is not just advice. It is a spiritual survival guide. If you are sensing that your season of abundance is here, or if you are already walking in it, you need to lock in. Do not skip a second of this. Confirm your readiness to receive this wisdom by liking this video and subscribing to the channel right now. By doing so, you are signaling to the universe that you are ready for the responsibility of abundance. Let's build this community of silent winners together. Why is silence so critical? Why does the scripture and ancient wisdom always equate treasure with something hidden? Think about it. Roots grow in the dark. A child is formed in the darkness of the womb. Seeds must be buried before they can sprout. The most critical transformative processes in the universe happen away from the light, away from prying eyes. Your wealth in its early stages is a fragile seedling. It is powerful, yes, but it is vulnerable. When you expose your blessing prematurely to the wrong people, you are not just sharing news. You are exposing a spiritual embryo to harsh elements. You must understand the psychology of those around you. Not everyone who smiles in your face is cheering for your spirit. We live in a world where people are comfortable with you as long as you are on their level. They love you when you are relatable in your struggle. When you are all complaining about the economy or the bad boss or the lack of opportunities, You are part of the tribe. You are safe. But the moment you ascend, the moment your frequency shifts to one of abundance, you unintentionally cast a shadow on their inertia. Your light reveals their stagnation. It is not that they are evil people necessarily, but your success triggers their unhealed trauma. It breeds envy, and envy is not just an emotion, it is a spiritual attack. It is an energy that seeks to level the playing field by pulling you back down. This is why discretion is a holy strategy. It shields the fragile seed of your blessing as it sprouts, protecting it from the storms of jealousy and misunderstanding until it is strong enough to stand on its own. Wealth does not corrupt, it reveals. It will expose any pride or greed hiding in your heart, just as it will multiply gratitude. But it also reveals the hearts of those around you. If you tell your friend about your financial breakthrough and you see a micro expression of disgust before they force a smile, believe your intuition. If you share your good news and the conversation immediately shifts to their problems, or they make a sarcastic joke about you forgetting the little people, take note. These are symptoms of a spirit that cannot touch your blessing without contaminating it. Let's look at this through the lens of energy and physics. When you speak about your plans, your wealth, and your next moves, you are releasing potential energy. There is a psychological phenomenon where telling people about a goal gives you a premature dopamine hit, similar to actually achieving the goal. This tricks your brain into feeling satisfied, reducing the drive you need to actually manage and multiply that wealth. But spiritually, it is even deeper. Words are containers of power. When you cast your pearls before swine, as the ancient text warns, you are taking something holy, your divine provision, and placing it in the mud of other people's doubts, fears, and limiting beliefs. Their energy, their evil eye, can attach to your blessing. Have you ever told someone about a deal that was 99% done, only for it to fall apart inexplicably the next day? That is not a coincidence. That is interference. The blessing of wealth is a touch-me-not zone during its incubation. Think of a surgeon scrubbing in for surgery. They are sterile. They cannot touch anything that is not sterile, or the patient could die from infection. Your wealth is the patient. You are the surgeon. The outside world is full of bacteria, doubts, jealousy, greed, entitlement. If you let those dirty hands touch your blessing, you risk an infection that could rot your abundance from the inside out. Now I know what you are thinking, but I want to help people. I want to share. This is the trap of the chosen one. You have a heart of gold. You want to save everyone. You think that your money can fix your family's dysfunction. You think your wealth can save your friend from their bad decisions. Hear me clearly. You cannot save anyone who is not willing to save themselves. And often throwing money at a problem that is spiritual or behavioral only acts as a sedative, masking the symptoms while the disease gets worse. If you give money to someone with a poverty mindset, they will not invest it, they will consume it, and then they will resent you when the money runs out. Any perceived delay in your breakthrough was not rejection, it was divine preservation. It was a period of preparation, forging your character to be strong enough for the weight of your calling. God had to hide you to heal you. He had to keep you broke long enough to break your dependence on external validation. If you had received this wealth 5 years ago, would you have blown it on trying to impress people who don't care about you? Would you have destroyed yourself with vices? The delay was the training ground. Now, as abundance flows, the true challenge is to stay anchored in humility. The enemy, unable to block your blessing because it is divinely ordained, will try the next best tactic: distraction and infiltration. He will send counterfeit connections. These are people who look like your destiny helpers, but are actually assignment distractors. They show up right when the money shows up. Suddenly, long-lost relatives appear. Suddenly, people who ignored you find you attractive. Suddenly, everyone has a business opportunity that just needs your capital. Discernment must be your shield. You must look at people not with your eyes, but with your spirit. Ask yourself, did this person love me when I had nothing? If the answer is no, their access to you is denied. This brings us to the concept of the gray rock method, but applied to your finances. When people ask how you are doing, be vague. I'm blessed is a complete sentence. Things are steady is enough. You do not need to explain the digits in your account. You do not need to justify your new car or your new home. In fact, the wealthiest people often look the most unassuming. This is called stealth wealth. It is the art of being rich without being loud. It is a power move. It confuses the enemy. When they cannot figure out your source, they cannot attack your supply. Let's go deeper into the specific types of people you must protect your blessing from. First, the victims. These are people who believe life happens to them, not for them. If you let them touch your blessing, they will drain you dry with endless emergencies. Your wealth will become their crutch. Second, the judges. These are people who believe money is evil, yet they secretly crave it. They will judge your spending, judge your lifestyle, and try to make you feel guilty for being blessed. Do not let their poverty theology infect your prosperity. Third, the competitors. These are often close friends who secretly view life as a race against you. Your win feels like their loss. If you share your numbers with them, they will try to outdo you or undercut you. I want to pause here. This is heavy, I know, but it is necessary. If you are feeling the weight of this truth, if you realize you have already let some people too close, do not panic. Awareness is the first step to correction. You can change the boundaries today. You can start moving in silence from this moment forward. If this is resonating with you, type "I move in silence" in the comments below. Declare it to the universe. Let that be your contract with yourself today. Now consider the generational aspect. Your obedience in this season isn't just about managing money for your own comfort. It's about building an inheritance for generations to come. You are breaking a curse of poverty that may have plagued your bloodline for centuries. This is spiritual warfare fought with financial instruments. When you steward this wealth correctly, you are funding the dreams of your grandchildren. You are creating a platform for kingdom impact. Do you think you can afford to let petty gossip or the need for validation jeopardize the future of your lineage? Absolutely not. When you get rich, you must walk like you know the source of the blessing. The source is not the job, the investment, or the lottery ticket. The source is the divine, and the divine demands reverence. When the Israelites were given manna in the desert, there were rules on how to gather it. When they disobeyed, the manna rotted. Your wealth has rules. One of those rules is stewardship. Stewardship means protecting the asset. You are the guardian of this treasury. Let's talk about the practical application of this silence. What does it look like on a Tuesday afternoon? It means when you sign the papers for the new house, you don't post the keys on Instagram immediately. Maybe you never post them. It means when you book the first-class flight, you don't need the photo of the champagne glass to prove you are worthy. Your worthiness comes from your existence, not your consumption. It means you keep your circle tight. You find a mentor who has more than you, someone who isn't impressed by your success because they have seen it before. You seek counsel from professionals, lawyers, accountants, financial advisors, who are bound by confidentiality rather than seeking counsel from your broke cousin who has an opinion on everything. There is a cliffhanger in your spirit right now. I can feel it. You're asking, but how do I enjoy it if I can't share it? This is the great secret. The joy of wealth is not in the exhibition. It is in the freedom. The freedom to wake up and do what you love. The freedom to help anonymously. The freedom to not worry. When you share this with the wrong people, you invite their anxiety into your freedom. You invite their expectations into your peace. True enjoyment is private. It is the quiet cup of coffee on a balcony you own, knowing you are safe. It is the ability to pay for a stranger's groceries without taking credit. That is the behavior of a chosen one. The next revelation might sting a bit, but it heals. Sometimes the person you need to protect your blessing from is yourself. The part of you that is still wounded. The part of you that remembers being teased for being poor. The part of you that wants to say, "Look at me now." That ego is a liability. It will cause you to overspend, to show off, to make risky moves just to prove a point. You must heal that inner child. Tell that child, "We are safe now. We don't need to prove anything to anyone." When you heal the need to be seen, you unlock the power to be wealthy. Let's discuss the concept of energy vampires in the context of new wealth. These entities can be people, but they can also be habits. Old habits of scarcity. The habit of buying cheap things because you don't believe you deserve quality. The habit of hoarding because you fear it will all disappear. Or the opposite, the habit of spending recklessly to fill a void. These are ways you let the old you touch the new blessing. You must upgrade your mindset to match your bank account. You need to vibrate at the frequency of abundance, which is calm, assured, and grateful. Scarcity is frantic. Abundance is peaceful. If you are a chosen one, you have likely felt like an outsider your whole life. You didn't fit in with your family. You thought differently. You felt things deeper. This wealth is the tool God is giving you to build the world you always envisioned. Do not try to fit this new, expansive tool into the old small box of your past reality. It won't fit, and if you try to force it, you will break the box and the tool. You will face a specific test, the guilt trip. Family members might say, "You've changed." They will say it like an accusation. Your response, internally, should be, "Thank God. You were supposed to change." Growth is change. Do not let them use guilt to manipulate you into funding their irresponsibility. You can help, yes, but help on your terms, led by the Spirit, not by guilt. Give where you are led to give, not where you are pressured to give. There is a difference between being a cheerful giver and a coerced giver. God loves the former, the latter breeds resentment. As we move deeper into this reality, remember that your silence is not just about protection, it is about power accumulation. In physics, a contained explosion drives a piston, which moves a car. An uncontained explosion just makes noise and smoke. Contain your energy. Direct it into investments, into self-development, into experiences that expand your soul. Let your results speak so loudly that you never have to open your mouth. There is nothing more powerful than a person who wins quietly. It is mysterious. It is intimidating to the enemy. It commands respect. The universe is scanning your frequency right now. Are you operating out of fear of losing the money or faith in the purpose of the money? Fear attracts loss. Faith attracts multiplication. When you hide your blessing from the world, you are not hiding it out of fear. You are hiding it out of reverence. You are treating it as sacred. You are putting it in the Holy of Holies behind the veil, where only the high priest you can enter. I want to challenge you. For the next 90 days, commit to radical secrecy regarding your finances. If you get a raise, tell no one. If you win a lawsuit, tell no one. If your business hits $1 million, tell no one. Watch what happens to your energy. Watch how much more focus you have. Watch how the drama in your life decreases. You will find that you have more energy to create because you aren't leaking energy trying to manage other people's reactions to your success. This path is lonely. I will not lie to you. The path of the chosen one is narrow and few find it. The higher you go, the thinner the air and the smaller the circle. But the view is spectacular, and the peace is worth it. You will find new friends, new tribes, people who are also walking this path. You will recognize them by their humility, their discretion, and their spirit. They won't ask you for anything. they will just understand. Before I reveal the final key to sustaining this blessing, I want to ask you a question. Are you building a life that looks good or a life that feels good? Because if you let the world touch your blessing, you might end up with a life that looks amazing on social media, but feels like a prison in reality. You will be surrounded by fake friends, drowning in debt to maintain an image, and spiritually empty. But if you protect the blessing, if you keep it sacred, you will build a life that feels like heaven on earth, a life of autonomy, a life of purpose. Here is the final secret. The blessing is not the money. The money is just the byproduct. The blessing is the person you become in the process of stewarding the money. The blessing is the wisdom, the discipline, the compassion, and the authority you develop. If you let people touch the money, they can steal it. But if you focus on becoming the vessel that can carry the money, no one can touch that. That is yours forever. They can take the resources, but they can never take the resourcefulness. So, walk like you know who sent you. Live like you remember the prayers you prayed when you were crying on the floor. Honor the version of you that didn't give up. Do not dishonor your past struggle by being careless with your future reward. Be a fortress, be a vault, be a sanctuary for your own success. As you step into this new dimension of your life, I cover you with the energy of wisdom and protection. I declare that no weapon formed against your finances shall prosper. I declare that every tongue that rises against you in judgment shall be condemned. You are the head and not the tail. You are the lender, not the borrower. But remember, the lender does not need to shout in the marketplace. The lender sits quietly in the office, signing the checks, moving the pieces, shaping the future. Take a deep breath. Feel the shift. It is done. The contract is signed in the spirit realm. Now go forth and manage it with the silence of a king, with the discretion of a queen. If this message has unlocked something in your spirit, if you feel the confirmation in your bones, do not leave this circle without sealing it. Like this video to lock in the vibration. Subscribe to the channel to stay connected to the source of truth. And share this video, not with everyone, but with that one person you know is also a chosen one. That one person who needs to hear this before they make a mistake. Be their guardian angel today. And finally, I have a challenge for you. In the comments, I want you to write down one thing you are going to keep silent about starting today. You don't have to give details, just write, "I am protecting my next move." Let that be your signal to the universe. Thank you for walking this path with me. The journey is long, but the destination is glorious. Stay focused, stay silent, stay blessed. Until we meet again, keep your light burning, but keep your lamp covered from the wind. Your time is now. Let us consider the nature of the crab bucket. You have heard the analogy. If you put one crab in a bucket, it can climb out. But if you put a bunch of crabs in a bucket, if one tries to climb out, the others will pull it back down. They don't do this because they are evil. They do it because that is their nature. They are programmed for the collective bottom. Your old environment is the bucket. Your old associates may be the crabs. When you start climbing, you are defying the gravity of your environment. If you announce, "Hey guys, I'm climbing out," you are alerting the mechanism that keeps everyone down. You are triggering their reflex to pull. You must climb out in the dark. You must climb out when they are sleeping. And once you are out, you do not reach your hand back in blindly. You find a rope, you find a ladder, you find a way to help from a distance where they cannot pull you back in. This is not arrogance. This is physics. You cannot lift someone if you do not have a firm footing, and you cannot have a firm footing if you are constantly wrestling with people who want to drag you down. Establish your ground first. Secure your foundation. Then, and only then, can you reach back with wisdom. Think of the lottery winners you read about in the news, the ones who go bankrupt in 3 years. Why does that happen? It is rarely because of bad investments alone. It is because they let everyone touch the blessing. They bought houses for cousins they hadn't seen in 20 years. They funded businesses that had no business plan. They became the savior, and in doing so, they became the sacrifice. Do not be the sacrifice. You were chosen to be the leader, not the martyr. There is a difference. Jesus was the ultimate sacrifice, so you don't have to be. You are called to be a steward. There is a spiritual concept called the incubator. When a baby is born prematurely, it is put in an incubator. Why? To regulate the temperature, to keep out germs, to control the environment so the baby can grow strong enough to survive in the world. Your wealth is in the incubator right now. It is premature. It is not ready for the cold, harsh world of public opinion. It needs warmth. It needs privacy. It needs specific nutrients. You are the incubator. Your silence is the glass wall that protects the life inside. Do not shatter the glass just because you want to show off the baby. Let's address the spirit of monitoring. In many spiritual traditions, it is believed that there are spirits or energies that monitor your progress to stop you. They watch for signs of elevation. When you broadcast your success, you are giving these monitoring spirits the coordinates of your blessing. You are literally dropping a pin on your location for the enemy. Why make the enemy's job easier? Move like a ghost. Be undetectable. Let them wonder how you are doing it. Let them speculate. Their confusion is your protection. You might be asking, how do I handle my spouse or partner? This is delicate. If your partner is equally yoked, if they are on the same spiritual wavelength, then they are part of the us. You move in silence together. You become a power couple in the shadows. But if your partner is a leak, if they tell their mother everything, who tells the whole church? Then you have a difficult decision. You must have a serious conversation about boundaries. You must explain that this is not about secrecy. It is about security. If they cannot respect the security of your family's future, then you must limit the information flow until they mature. This is hard, but necessary. You cannot build a castle with someone who leaves the drawbridge down. I want you to visualize your life 5 years from now. Imagine you followed this advice. You are living in a beautiful home, your debts are paid, your children's college is funded, your retirement is secure. You are traveling, you are donating to charities you love, you are waking up with peace. And nobody knows exactly how much you have. They just know you are good. They respect you. You have no drama. No one is suing you. No one is begging you. You are free. Now visualize the opposite. You told everyone. You are drowning in requests. You are fighting with family members who feel entitled to your money. You are stressed. You are resentful. Which future do you want? The choice is made today. The choice is made in the silence. There is a powerful phrase, real G's move in silence like lasagna. It's a pop culture reference, but it holds deep truth. The most powerful forces in nature are silent. Gravity is silent, yet it holds the universe together. The sunrise is silent, yet it wakes the world. Electricity is silent until it strikes. Be like gravity, be like the sunrise, be powerful without the noise. Let's talk about the poverty trauma that many chosen ones carry. When you grow up without, you develop a survival mechanism. You learn to fight for every scrap. When you finally get abundance, that survival mechanism doesn't just turn off. You might feel guilty, you might feel like you're betraying your roots, you might feel survivor's guilt. This is where the urge to give everything away comes from. It is an attempt to alleviate the guilt of making it. But you must realize that your poverty does not serve the world. Your smallness does not serve the world. Your abundance serves the world. By being rich, you show others it is possible. By being wealthy, you have the resources to make real change. Do not let guilt trick you into sabotaging your blessing. You are entering a season of high-definition discernment. You will start to see people for who they really are. It might be painful. You might lose people you thought would be there forever. Let them go. The elevator to the top has a weight limit. Not everyone can fit. And if you try to squeeze everyone in, the cable will snap and you will all fall. It is better to go up alone and send the elevator back down later than to never go up at all. This is the era of the sovereign individual. You are becoming a sovereign entity. You are taking back your power from the systems, the opinions, and the expectations of others. Wealth provides sovereignty. It provides options, and options are the ultimate freedom. Protect your options. Listen to the wind. It is changing direction. It is blowing in your favor. The sails of your ship are filling up, but you are the captain. You must hold the wheel steady. Do not let the passengers steer the ship. They do not know the map. You have the map. The map was given to you by the divine. Trust the map. Trust your gut. Trust the silence. As we conclude this transmission, I want you to feel the weight of this truth settling into your consciousness. You are not the same person who started watching this video. Something has shifted. A lock has been turned. You are now initiated into the order of the silent successful. You have the codes. Do not treat this as just another video you watched on the internet. Treat this as a divine intervention. A stop sign on the road to destruction and a green light on the road to destiny. You have been warned. You have been armed. You have been empowered. Now the real work begins. The work of zipping your lip. The work of poker facing your joy. The work of internalizing your gratitude. It is a discipline. It is a practice. And like any muscle, it gets stronger with use. The next time you want to blurt out your good news, stop, take a breath, smile internally, and offer that joy up to God instead. Say, "Thank you, Lord. This is attention. You need to prepare now." I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you. And strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment.